so you know the jumping. They looking at me, he owe me some money. I need that. Hit him with the night crumping. Why playing games? They don't want no problems with me. My got good. You know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone, and them were opposition. They move wrong. So I
Dark shades, too much. Got the belly see them. Acting brand new like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks? Going too close. Give me room, phony folks. Play it close, do the most, don't they? Bad company, that's bad for your company. Strangers. Bad company, that's bad for your company. Mad cow disease, now you in a ton of beef. Tucked underneath my new blue dungarees. Flintstone bust down, color Murakami. Fruity Pebble, Bezel, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad from out of town, I think she modeled Abercrombie. Wrist game, Lucky Charmy, told my jeweler leprechaun. I'ma come clean, I got beef. Paranoia got me rolling on my sleeves. Okay, hating cause I'm upping up the fees. Whole team got these on their tees all day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Lucky 56.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Detroit!
From the gun on third down, Manning. Throw left side complete. It's McDaniel. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Gun!
Shotgun now for Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's McDaniel. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 3 catches last week. He's got 3. In the first quarter here tonight. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Into the red zone now. Manning. Flushed out right. Fighting to stay upright. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Steps away to his left. That is caught at the 7. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. try the right side here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down. McMahon. And he will find his man on the outside. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McMahon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Throwing on first down. McMahon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a handoff looking right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. McMahon. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football.
Detroit! Gone!
Now they try the right side here. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw on 2nd down. McMahon shreds the tackle. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point safely through. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Manning. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. On 1st down, Manning. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Manning going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw. McMahon. And this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 3rd and long. McMahon going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
Detroit! Detroit!
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put six. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now they'll run it on the toss. 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. McMahon dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down. McMahon throwing left side. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. On play action, now Manning. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Manning. Wide open receiver, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
No. Check. Patriot.
And now we'll get a late timeout, as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
One final try now for Manning. Looking left sider, it's got a man. It's Spencer. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to throw. McMahon is going to let this one go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st and 10, McMahon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Forced out, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McMahon. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, McMahon, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Alert! Alert! 3 down! 3 down! Kill! Check!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Watch the edge! Over!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
4 down!
From the gun, McMahon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing again. McMahon. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, McMahon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 and a first down. From the gun, McMahon. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now, Barney! Gun!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight.
Bright lights in the stadium, with a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Manning will try again on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Detroit!
Back now at FedEx Field. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun. Manning finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, McMahon. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Manning, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Manning. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. McMahon, he's going to wind up in air. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to throw. McMahon. Now he'll escape to his right. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First throw now for the backup Brady. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Buying time to his left. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Hey, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Lucky 56. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie things at 17-all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. That good for 22 and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you all know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go. Over.
Now they try the right side here. Dances by him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Watch it now, Barney. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So they say forget the field goal in the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Now, that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
What can Manning do now with his drive? He's going to fire one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Manning. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet. Saturday, that's just what God said. I said, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all so don't be talking sideways. He said he make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I take your man and I won't give him back. I just went into the roof and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, that straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet. Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like brides.